Hi guys, thanks for watching. Today I have a Bath & Body Works Empties video to show you for the month of December. I do have a cough drop in my cheek. I'm really sorry. I don't want to cough through this video. I'm trying to make it through because I'm still sick. Let's get into it. So this video is not like 20 minutes long like all the rest of my videos. Okay, so I'm going to show you everything that I used up, tell you how I liked it, if I'd repurchased it and all that, if you guys haven't seen this. These types of videos before. Also, if you're one of the people that just tunes in to only watch my Bath & Body Works videos, hi, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. I know I've been doing a lot of like vendor wax and like wax melt hauls and stuff like that. I've just been really into it and really obsessed. I am going to be doing a Bath & Body Works updated collection of everything, my candles and all of that, and then body care and all that, soaps and just, you know, everything that's Bath & Body Works. And then I'm also going to be doing like a wax melt vendor and retail collection as well, and that'll be separate. So if you're interested in those, subscribe, and those will be coming soon. They'll be like slowly trickling in. I do have a lot more hauls and empties and other things that I'm going to be posting in the meantime. So sorry, I'm like waving my hand around. And then there was something else I was going to say. Oh, I probably won't be buying a lot of Bath & Body Works stuff the way that I used to. So usually in the semi-annual sale, you'll see like 7 hauls. It's just ridiculous, and I buy a bunch of stuff just because it's cheap. I just don't need any of it, and I'm starting to feel really overwhelmed. So I am going to be doing, you know, like I do these empties, but I am going to be doing kind of like a challenge for myself. I'm not going to do like weird updates and stuff in addition to the empties, but every month, sorry, I'm just like going off here. Every month when I do my empties, I'm going to be tallying on my own like chart or whatever, my own list, how much I have of each thing, how well I'm doing. My goal is to really narrow down. There are a lot of candles I want to sell. There's body care I want to use up. I don't know. I'm just feeling overwhelmed with that. I think it's because I bought so many wax melts that really was like, what are you doing? You're hoarding. But anyway, now that it's 2 minutes in, let's get into the empties. So I'll update you on all of that later. I'll do a separate video where I talk about all my Bath & Body Works products and like my beginning totals for 2017, and then, you know, as we go along, I think maybe in an empties video I'll just mention, so I used up 3 candles and, you know, that type of thing. It's not going to be anything too serious. So the first thing I used up was the Twisted Peppermint. I've been sick. I've had a cough for 2 months, and then it was like my slight cold decided that he really wanted to like see just how far it could go to like injure me, like take me down and like kill me. That's how it felt, because I just got suddenly so sick. I missed like 5 days of work. Today is one of those days that I'm missing. This is my 5th day of work missing. That my work asked me not to come in because I'm unfortunately coughing so hard that I throw up, which is bad. Sorry, TMI. But yeah, I've been really sick. So this candle has really helped. Twisted Peppermint, everybody knows it. It's one that has the snowflake lid. It's from a past collection. Let's see, when was it from? 2015. And it's just a really nice candle. The reason why you see it half full, if you haven't seen before, I do have a candle warmer. So this one, it tends to smell kind of kerosene-y a little bit, like a little bit of a kerosene scent, and that doesn't help me when I'm feeling sick, so I got about this far down before I was like, no, it's going to do better if I just put out the candle warmer. And it did. It gives you like a really strong burst of fragrance. It melts from the bottom up, so it does take a while for you to get some scent because you have to melt all the bottom to get to the top before it will like create a hole where the scent comes through and all that. But this lasts a really long time on a candle warmer, and I don't have to deal with the soot. I don't have to worry about like coughing or choking on that kerosene scent. It's just, I like using my candle warmer. So you're going to notice that in a lot of my videos. I'll start off burning, I'll end up warming. That's just how it's going. It just feels a little, I don't know, more enjoyable for me. I feel like I'm dark, but I shouldn't be. Not like tan dark, but like I feel like I'm in the shadows. I'm staring straight at a light, so I can't really see. Anyway, Twisted Peppermint is always a favorite. I'll always repurchase that. I believe I have 1 more of that candle. I'm not dying to get my hands on more of it right now because I know it's always going to come out. So I need to stop buying things just because they're cheap when they're always going to come out. That's kind of like my new theory. Next candle is white tea and ginger. This one I did burn all the way to the bottom. It was flawless. Had a really nice burn. I mean, there was a little bit of soot. You can probably see. But like the burn itself, it didn't smell bad. It didn't, like I didn't notice it, like notice the flames sooting as it was burning. I think it was when it got way to the bottom. But it burned so well. The scent to me smells just like the body care, which I like. It's kind of like an older, more mature body care, women's body care scent. It's also relaxing to me because it reminds me of when I first got into Bath & Body Works and my mom and I were like really obsessed and we were shopping online and she was like, oh, white tea and ginger. So I bought this body care for her and then I liked it on her. And so then I think the next go around, the next time my annual sale, I bought it for myself and used it up. So yeah, anyway. All right. These aren't going to be in any specific order. This is actually like wet still. This is a sweet cinnamon pumpkin. This is a sugar scrub. I don't know why like my brain lapsed on this. I feel like the packaging wore off pretty well. I don't know if that's even going to show. I actually liked this. I think I bought 2 of these and used one up already, and so this is my second one. So I'll be done with like the fall, winter enough, just fall type scrubs. I like the Shea and Sugar scrub. I actually put them on my loofah, which some people would probably just put it in their hands and then like, you know, use it around, but it actually does lather pretty well if you put it in the loofah, which I always use a loofah. So like it's a loofah mixed with a sugar scrub and then it's all just blended together. So I don't really get too much of the sugar if it gets lost in that loofah. That doesn't matter to me. If some of it's on there mixed with that loofah, it works really well. Excuse me. And so I actually liked the scent. It was a sweet pumpkin scent. It's different than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like the candle, and the candle I'm not a huge fan of. Alright, let's quickly show you some body care. This is the, oh geez, this is gross too. What happened here? Yuck. Okay, this is the marshmallow pumpkin latte. You can see some water on the bottom. This is probably where the water is coming from. I rinse them out so that like when I'm all done, there's like hair stuck to it. It's just gross. Yeah, I rinse them out so that I can recycle them. They're all ready to go for when I want to recycle them. I like pumpkin or marshmallow pumpkin latte, and I used up the body cream too. I did cut it at the end so that I could get as much out as possible, as far as I could reach my little fingers in there. And this is obviously the Ultra Shea. It's the body cream. What was I going to say about this? I think I have one more set of marshmallow pumpkin latte, and then I'll probably be done with it for a while. I've just overdone it between soaps and body care. I've been doing marshmallow pumpkin latte a lot this fall, and I kind of tired myself out of it. But it is a nice fall scent if you like more of like a foodie, creamy, rich, sweet latte type scent. If that intrigues you, I think you would like that. I used up a black cherry merlot hand soap. This is in the deep cleansing. I like the deep cleansing more than the foaming. I feel like they clean my hands better. I don't know. I like the thicker soap, so it really feels like it's like lathering and scrubbing on my skin rather than the foam, which I feel like just kind of slips off. That's probably dumb, but anyway. Another soap I used up in deep cleansing is eucalyptus mint. You're going to see water on the bottom again because I did rinse it out. I try to rinse out all my stuff and then put it in this bag so that when I'm done filming this video, I can go right over to my recycling and trash and put my recycling in there, my trash, and you know, like separate it out. I love this scent. This is a really, really nice scent for a soap. It's nice and refreshing. I like eucalyptus mint anytime. I'm going to get back into some candles. This is the Heirloom Apple. Sorry, I didn't mean to blind you. And it has a really pretty jar, so I'm going to keep the jar. You can see there's no wax in it whatsoever. This was so light on burning, and it did have a kerosene scent, so it was not a good burner. It ended up on my candle warmer, where it was still pretty light. I did have another one of these, and I returned it because this was not strong enough for me to want a second one. But I do want to keep the jar, so I'm going to end up Probably sticking this in some boiling water, or, you know, like some, just water that's hot enough to get like the small, thin, kind of cloudy layer of wax out of it. And then I want to keep it because I think it's a pretty glass. I won't keep the lid. I don't need it to say heirloom apple. So, not a repurchase for me. Another candle, hot cocoa and cream. This one, yeah, there's that. This one I burned for the first time this month, and I really liked it. I knew everybody was saying that they really liked this candle, and I was kind of like, you know, it's just a hot chocolate candle. I can get that scent from a lot of different wax vendors and melt it, but I decided to take a chance on it. I bought this one, and I think maybe one of the frosted glass, I almost said cloudy glass, frosted glass jars, and I decided to burn the clear one first, because if the clear one burned well, then I was going to think about getting maybe another one from the semi-annual sale. I've already heard that the frosted glass ones burned well, so there wasn't a whole lot of information about the clear glass ones because they brought them out for the $8.50 candle sale. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, this is such a yummy candle. It burned really well until a little bit higher than right here. The reason why you see kind of this splash of wax is because I did pour some of it into, there's like a hair in my mouth. Ugh. I did pour some of this into, and you can even see, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, can you see where the wicks burned and then they stopped? I stopped them. It's probably more wax than I thought. So I put this on my candle warmer. Actually, you know what I did? Okay, let's start over. I burned it down. It started getting a little like burnt hot cocoa scented, and then I put it out. I probably just put the lid on it to put it out, and then all of that hot wax I poured into one of my centerpiece cups, or to like one of my metal glass jar things to go on the candle warmer. Warmed that just to see if it gave it a little bit more scent, and it did, probably for like a day. And the rest of this went on the candle warmer by itself. And it smelled a lot better, not burnt smelling, the way that it got. I mean, it started out so good, so strong, and then it was about like that halfway point where it just started smelling burnt. So this is kind of a complicated situation with this candle. I'm sorry if you're confused. So I burned it about halfway, poured out some of the wax, melted that, and then melted the rest of this. If that makes sense. I have to like put the puzzle back together in my own mind as well. Okay, I have a coconut pumpkin. This was from the 2015 line. They brought this one back out, so you're not missing out if you didn't get it. I like this version better than I like the smell of the new one. I don't know why. I just feel like everything from this line was really strong. Although, yeah, no, it just is. And I like the labels, like the actual food picture. I like realism. I like, I want to see a picture of something, not little cartoony Christmas animals, like woodland animals. I'm not cutesy. I'm not into that kind of stuff. I would rather see a picture of some food any day. That's just how I am. So I did burn this until it started smelling that kerosene scent, and then it went on my candle warmer, and it did really well. I like this scent. Does it smell like pumpkin? No. It's definitely a coconut scent. It's like a coconut bakery scent. It reminds me of like this bundt cake. My dad makes like a really good rum cake that he brings to his friends when he goes and travels on, you know, whatever. He has this like really good bundt cake recipe, and it's like a rum cake, and he pours like this like rum mixture with like butter and stuff on the top, and that's what this reminds me of. If there was like a rich like coconut butter bundt cake with like some really rich, I don't know, drizzle on top. Coconut butter, it's very buttery, very coconutty. In a good way, in like a bakery coconut, not in like a tropical summer coconut. Okay, I have a little travel golden pear and brown sugar. I had this by my bed. I like use this up so sparingly. I really like this scent. This and summer marshmallow are my two favorite scents of 2016. that Bath & Body Works brought out, which is nice to know that there are only 2 scents in the entire year that I was like interested in. It just makes me realize I'm less and less interested, which kind of makes me happy because I don't feel like I need to buy one of everything from every collection. So I kind of like that I'm liking less. Then I don't need to spend the money, if that makes sense. You know, I want them to be less than I'm in love with, which sounds bad. Because I don't want to like break up with Bath & Body Works, but I don't know. Anyway, I love this. I love this. I love this. I got 2 of the lotions in my last haul that I did. I'm going to try and find 2 shower gels to match it, but if I don't, at least I have the lotion. I do want to try and get my hands on that. And people were so nice. They offered to like send me some that they found. I don't want you guys to do that. There's nothing that I need. It's very selfish of me to be like, I want this. You know, I love this scent. I do like it a lot. But if you look at my collection of all my, I don't even like calling it a collection. If you look at all my body care, I don't need anything else. Especially for someone to send it to me out of the kindness of their heart. It's so sweet. But I don't want them to have to do that. And, yeah, I just don't, I don't want you guys to have to do that. And I would, like, pay for it. Obviously, I'd pay for it and pay for shipping, of course. But I don't need it badly enough, you know? Like, I gotta change my mentality. All right. I used up one of the old school little candles. This is in leaves. This is when they did, like, the plastic little minis. I melted this. I melted the whole thing. You can see the wicks untouched. I did not light it. I knew I wasn't going to get scent from it if I lit it. I remember that about the minis. Even the new ones, too. But they stopped making these plastic ones because they were like a fire hazard or something. The plastic would get too hot and it would melt. It comes with like this little plastic lid, which I think is, you know, it was fine at the time because they had 3 little holes in it so you could kind of smell the fragrance, or you could just take it off. But they did eventually put like not cellophane, but you know what I mean, a wrap over it so that you couldn't take the lid off. But anyway, I love leaves. It's a great fall scent. It's awesome. I don't think I have it in a candle just because I know it's always going to come back, so, you know, whatever. All right, last thing I have is pumpkin spice cheesecake. If you could see all of like the dust coming off of that, that's because this bag is like overdue for getting cleaned out. Pumpkin spice cheesecake. I think this is the last one that I have. I hope this is the last one that I have. I don't care for this candle as much as like some people do. I burned it about halfway, a little more than that, and then it went on my candle warmer. And then at one point I did try and pour some out and see if melting it would work. That's why if you ever see like the wax over here, that's why. Just, I take some chances. I don't think I poured out too much. Maybe just a tiny bit. This scent is kind of, it's hit or miss. People think it either smells like sour milk or they like it. I don't think it smells like sour milk. I can get where people smell that, definitely. But then it's not one that, like, when someone mentions it, suddenly it ruins it for me. It doesn't. I still smell the cheesecake smell because I like cheesecake. So, yeah. Anyway, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm so sorry this video is so long. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching my videos and sticking with me. I'll come back with new videos and updates. I'll do kind of a health update, and I know someone wanted to know about my LASIK, and I've got some more hauls, so stay tuned for those if you're into like the wax melt hauls, and some body care too with that. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just rambling. So happy 2017, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.